from the balcony that I've been telling you about. Isn't it wild? Let's get more wasted for free. I'll make you a drink, you can make yourself comfortable right on this folded couch. I'll get us in an Uber back, we can go back to my place. Kinda reckless for a Tuesday, but why does the night have to end just cause the bartender said, won't you come in for a nightcap? One more drink with you wouldn't be so bad. I thought we'll just fall into bed, but if we fall in love instead, would you la 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 that? Only one way to know, won't you come in for a right now, don't know what I'm talking about. But those eyes, could I be in love right now? That's what happens after. Won't you come in for a nightcap? One more drink with you wouldn't be so bad. I thought we'll just fall in the bed, but if we fall in love instead, would you la 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 that? Only one way to know.
Seems right, it never was. We were just stuck into something. Time shows we let it go for too long. Go back, I never could. It wasn't what I was searching for at all. We've been turning upside down. Now things are stranger. Nothing's left to say. Too far gone to go back to that
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Collegiate Star League here on the C-Star Twitch channel. C-Star League Twitch channel, I should say. It is Wednesday evening. That means it is time for Rocket League. It's just me this evening. Vitaly, unfortunately, out due to illness. So, of course, our thoughts are with him. Hopefully, everything will go smoothly, and we'll see him back for next week. But we've got a couple of exciting matchups for you tonight. We're going to start off with Boise State versus Missouri State in the lower bracket. Both teams are fighting to keep their season alive. The winner of that will then go on to play BCIT, I believe, British Columbia Institute of Technology. So both teams are in the server. I don't want to waste any time. I want to get these players into this game as quickly as we can, as it is going to be an exciting matchup. Boise State and, again, Missouri State. Two teams that have made it quite far. There's still quite a road ahead of them in this losers bracket. It's win or go home tonight for both of our matchups, as we are just about ready to kick things off. And again, our second matchup of the evening going to be RIT Black versus Northeastern University. You're not going to want to miss either of these two matches, as it looks like match number one set to begin now. Game one of this best of five between Boise State and Missouri State. Ace Pocket, Baynock, and Takidu for BSU. For Missouri, it's Shandy, Paro, and Steph, as that's a first goal for Shandy. 8 seconds in, just a slow roller down the pitch. Looks like nobody ready. Ace Pocket pushed up way too far. That is right over the head of the Boise State squad, and they'll have to play from behind early on here in game one. Of course, this being a best of 5 in the lower bracket. It will be Steph to play it off the ceiling. Paro was there looking for a touch. Good clear from Ace Pocket. Baynock's going to win the challenge. Down the pitch he goes. This is Steph out of the corner. Tacky Do, now Paro. Over towards Steph. He'll pop this one up through mid. No touch for Ace Pocket. Baynock across the pitch. Steph now off the sidewall. It's about a half a minute gone. A little over half a minute gone. Game number 1. Still a 1-0 lead for Missouri. They might make it 2. 2-on-1 down the other way. Paro will score. Beautiful pass. Shandy to Paro. And that's a 2-0 lead for the Orange squad. Again, a beautiful look at that pass. Takidu unable to quite get across in time. He was in quite a difficult position, and so far we've seen Boise State a little bit too aggressive on the offensive side. They're getting caught out just a bit, leading to some odd man and open goal opportunities for Missouri in game 1 here. So they're going to be looking for a third goal if they can. Steph will take the shot off the post. Will bounce just wide. Takidu out of the corner now to try to play it on. Used by Paro. Now Baynock 1-on-1 with Steph. It'll bounce into the Missouri corner. Here's Ace Pocket looking for a dunk. Not quite going to be able to find it. And again, you can see Boise State pushing up a little bit far, trying to be aggressive. They're not going to get punished for it yet, though they will have to play defense now off that whiff. As this is back wall for Paro. It'll bounce out in front. Baynock over Steph. Takidu gets taken out by Shandy. Paro will make a touch and find a second one to clear. Solid defensive play from him, keeping Boise State at bay for the moment. This will fall back through midfield. Missouri just trying to hold on to possession now. Shandy. Now Paro into the blue corner. Ace Pocket. 2 minutes gone by, 2-0. Still in favor of Missouri. As here comes Shandy trying to find that over Baynock. Didn't quite get there in time. Now Ace Pocket will clear. Here's the rotation from Shandy. He's going to play this back into the corner. Takidu all the way down. Now Paro. Solid challenge. This is up high. It'll bounce down. Baynock with the clear. Now Steph over to Shandy. Look for the pass over to Paro, but he will be back in rotation. 2-0. Halftime approaching, game number 1. Missouri State still holding on to this 2-0 lead. They've had good offensive possession so far. Solid ball control. Haven't really let Boise do too much on the offensive zone. As you look at the shots, there's currently none on the board for the boys in blue, as Steph is going to take one here. His Pocket making the save. That was Steph's 3rd shot on goal. Missouri has a total of 6 so far in this game. That'll be a 7th. What a banger. It's off the post. Rebound. Shandy scores. 3-0 for Missouri. And this time, another pass. Shandy to Paro. It doesn't go in, but Shandy, perfect positioning. Easy rebound read, and it is 3-0 in favor of Missouri State. Game number 1, of course. Still plenty of time for Boise, but what another beautiful play from Missouri. This time, a little bit of a give and go. Steph to Shandy, back to Steph. Back of the net. Missouri absolutely coming out swinging here in game 1. Giving Boise State all they can handle. 4-0, minute 55 left. And still no shots registered for the blue side. Steph going to look for Paro, and again they score. This time a passing play in midair. 5-0 Missouri. And a beauty again. Highlight reel goals galore in game 1. It will be Boise State now most certainly looking towards game 2. Something's got to change. This has not been the start I'm sure they were hoping for. As again, Missouri looking to put the pressure on. Paro's going to take that away from Baynock. Ace Pocket to clear on. Final 90 seconds. That's the first shot on goal. It will be registered by Ace Pocket. Easily cleared away by Steph. Paro back down into the blue side. Here comes Shandy to follow it up. Another beautiful pass. Looking for Paro. Won't find him. Nearly connecting on the three-way passing play was Missouri. Still, they lead 5-0. Here's Ace Pocket. Not a whole lot of power on that ball. Going to send his team packing. You'd love to see Boise on the board, most certainly. There's a good demo onto Shandy. Kentucky to do something with this, not quite. Paro had it taken away. Now Ace Pocket looking for a touch. It'll be Paro off the back wall. In transition, Shandy on goal. Baynock to save. 40 seconds left. That's a lob down. Solid clear from Ace Pocket. Right now, Missouri just trying to add on to the punishment here in game number 1. Back wall. Shandy not going to be able to beat Baynock there. He will rotate back, try to play this one. Actually just going to leave it for the moment. 20 seconds left. Boise State. One shot. Up to this point, they may indeed record another couple of shots, but they don't have a ton of time to do so. But all things considered, a very well played game from Missouri State. Baynock will score with no time remaining. And Boise get one back for the road. They do indeed add another shot to the board, but out shooting their opponents by 10, I believe. Yeah, quick math there. Missouri State 12 shots to the 2 of Boise. And yeah, 10 shot differential. Missouri certainly brought their A game here for game number 1. We'll see if that continues. Again, this is a best of 5. So Boise State, most definitely, they still have an opportunity, as we did have a player disconnect. We're going to get him back into the game to get things rolling again soon for game 2. But goodness, it was just a clinic from Missouri in game 1. And you saw the team plays, the passing plays, quite important for the Missouri offense. They moved the ball around quite well, used just about everyone as we look. 4 assists to the 5 goals. Shandy had 2, Paro and Steph with 1 apiece. And you could tell that they were just clicking as a team in Boise State. Not a whole lot of response. We'll see if they can change that around heading into game number 2. We are going to get that again underway as soon as we get everybody back into the lobby. But if you are just joining us, this is the Collegiate Star League Rocket League playoffs. We are live every Wednesday. We've got a couple more weeks to go. We're getting close to the end. A lot of quality teams battling it out to see who is going to be the reigning CSL champion. It is going to be quite fun, especially if you're a fan of the collegiate scene in general. If you're a fan of CRL, CCA, and things like that, we've got a lot of high-quality teams from those same leagues battling it out here as well. And again, to remind everyone of the stakes, this match between Boise State and Missouri State, this is a loser's bracket match. The winner of this one moves on to play BCIT. The loser, unfortunately, their season will come to an end. This is not the way you want to start if you're Boise State. We're about to get ready for game number 2. Let's see if the Broncos have what it takes. Try to come back. Underway, game 2. It's going to start into the Boise zone. Shandy lurking, trying to fake Baynock. He's looking for the pass out towards Paro. It's going to be touched away. It might be Boise State offensive here early on. That'll pop up. Now back through mid. Shandy rolling towards the net. Ace Pocket patient. No boost to his name there. As now Paro up for it. Looking for a touch. Takadu ends up getting a second one. That's dangerous out in front. The double commit. Going to leave the blue half open for the moment as Steph will pop it up. Baynock in patrol. Able to clear it on. Just about a minute gone. Game 2. No score. Ace Pocket looking for a pass. It's going to be turned away. Touch in from Baynock, and now we'll see. How does the Boise State rotation begin to form in game 2? They did not have much of it in game 1, as that was a pass looking for Ace Pocket. You can already see Baynock quite aggressive here, trying to find the flick, and he does. Beauty from Boise. Baynock on the board. It's 1-0. This first touch so crucial to the goal. just able to get it away from the defender, keep it in front of his car, and then all he has to do is hit that nice little shot into the top shelf. Beauty of a solo effort from Baynock to put Boise out into the 1-0 lead. Just over a minute gone. That is exactly how Boise State wanted to start this game. Now they've got to play defense, though, as Parro double touch nearly found some kind of shooting lane. It does go off the post. Now Baynock over Shandy. Here's Steph to try to make the play. Ace pocket out of the corner. This is going to come off the back wall. Takidu is there, but Parro's there first. He will clear it away. Baynock again. 2 solid touches to keep the ball into this Missouri zone. It'll bounce off the back wall. Here's Takidu. Can he get a shot on? That's a bit too high. Baynock's just going to play it into the corner, trying to maintain some possession. Ace pocket to rotate. Now Parro will shut him away. Still solid offensive rotation from Boise State. Night and day from game 1 as Ace pocket misses. Baynock the rebound. Second of the game for him. Boise State, what a response after that game 1 loss, coming out 2 quick goals. And so far, they have absolutely owned the pitch in these first 2 minutes. It will be Ace pocket now. He's going to try to play this out of the corner. Look for the touch towards. Steph off the back wall. Shandy. Now Baynock, he'll pop it up. It's by Shandy for the moment. Now Steph into the corner. And we wanted to see Boise State respond in game 1. We are in the exact same position, just with the roles reversed here in game 2. It's time for Missouri to step up to the plate as this one's going to bounce in front. Shandy will send it high. He's trying to beat the defender to the ball. The defender ends up whiffing, throwing off his angle a little bit. That'll keep it at 2-0 as Steph awkwardly in front of his own goal. It'll get bounce out for Shandy to have a solid clear on it, but he doesn't get a lot on it. It will be Ace pocket to keep the ball in. Now Steph again, not the greatest touch. Needs Parro to come in for support. Takidu gets a bit caught out there. This is a turnover. It's out in front. Shandy can't get there in time. Steph the rebound. He won't put it on goal, and Parro has no angle to shoot at. Nearly the first goal for Missouri. But we stay 2-0 for Boise. Takidu thanking his lucky stars that one didn't go in. 95 seconds left. 2-0 Boise State. Steph looking. Shandy is there, but he can't put it on goal. It'll go off the post. Ace pocket able to clear it away. Now Parro to keep it in. That's off the ceiling. Steph is there again. No touch. This time Ace pocket the double off his own back wall. And my goodness, Boise State somehow managing to keep this ball out. It's going to be Baynock one-on-one looking for his hat trick against Steph. It'll go underneath. Now Ace pocket fires. Nearly found it. Parro, beauty of a save. Parro over towards Steph, but Ace pocket takes that away, and back into the orange corner we go. Shandy pops it up. Now Parro. Solid pinch. This will go all the way back down to the back wall. Ace pocket gets the ball taken, but Steph hits the crossbar with the shot. And here comes Parro. Corner wall. The demo is there. This should be the first. It is. Finally, Missouri State breakthrough. It takes a demo in the backside to do it. With the orange team on the board, you can see 3 players closer to the ball for Missouri than anybody on Boise State. They find the back of the net. 42 seconds left to go. Trying to tie game 2 here, as Boise State just looking to hold on, want to tie this series up. Here's Shandy out of the corner. Parro back to Shandy. Gets demoed for his trouble, however, and now Ace pocket winning that challenge. Goes underneath Steph. He's got Takidu in midfield. It'll be Parro to clear on. That's on goal. That's in the goal. The defender couldn't get up in time, and the sharp angle shot from Parro makes it 2-2. 18 seconds left to go, and things falling apart now for Boise State. They lose their 2-goal lead and now potentially could go down 2 in the series. If they're unable to find this next goal, here's an offensive from Missouri in the end of regulation. That's out towards Parro. Ace pocket just able to get there in time. Now Steph will turn. 5 seconds left. weakly through mid. That will bounce, and that will do it for regulation. Overtime. Game number 2. 2-2 on the board. Ace Pocket, last man back, has to hustle to get there. Baynock, solid touch. That'll spring Ace Pocket, at least for the moment. He dodges the demo. The pass over to Baynock. Shot on. That's high. Tacky-Doo rebound. He scores. Boise State take game 2. It was a close one, but they hang on. Overtime victory to tie this series at 1. And Tacky-Doo corner and in. Beautiful shot. And a well set up play from Boise State, avoiding the comeback there. And now things heading into game 3 much more even than we saw after game number 1. But goodness me, solid comeback effort from Missouri State. And we talked about wanting to see a response from Missouri State, and they certainly showed it to us there. They were down 2 goals. Boise State had all the momentum after those first 2 minutes, but Missouri did not let that phase them. They instantly came back with pressure of their own. It took them a little while to find those 2 equalizing goals, but they forced overtime. And now heading into game 3, it certainly seems like it could be anybody's game. And of course, this next match, this next map, going to be very, very important for the rest of the series. Whoever wins this one, of course, going to have those 2 maps of match point over the enemy team. And if Boise State can start the way that they started game number 2, then they certainly have a good chance of being the team to take the victory. But that said, Missouri State was far the superior team in those final 2.5 minutes or so. So we'll see if they can continue that. But it's got to be a little bit heartbreaking to lose your comeback effort as game 3 is underway. We'll see how game number 3 starts here. It's going to be Steph getting demoed, but he keeps the ball in. Not the greatest touch from Ace Pocket. Paro trying to play this down. Shandy will respect Baynock, and the ball will be back towards mid. Steph give away the Ace Pocket. He's looking for Tacky-Doo, but that's a bit too far. Will be Tacky-Doo eventually to play this out of the corner. Can't quite get a touch on it. Baynock just wants to push it along, try to buy some time for his team. Paro now grabbing boost and plays it out of his corner. That's a bit of an awkward double commit, and somehow Missouri ends up getting the ball out of their own zone. Baynock has to come off his own back wall to play it. Solid transition from Boise State so far in this game. But a bit of a slow start, much slower than we saw in the last 2 games. As that is a full commitment from Missouri. They've got to hustle back. Shandy, the only person back, will be able to get that touch. And now Steph lurking, touches towards Paro. They score. Transition for Missouri. 1-0. And just like that, Boise State get caught out again. Baynock not able to get there. In a game of dueling transitions, it's Missouri State who comes out ahead early on. It seems like those will be quite important as we continue through not just this game, but this series. So it's going to be Baynock towards the back wall. Steph able to get a second touch on his clear. It's now Baynock. This will bounce out towards Shandy. Falling down. Ace Pocket really caught out here, but Baynock gets back to it. Here's Paro looking for a sharp angle. Not going to be able to find it. Ace Pocket will clear. Close call for Boise State. And another giveaway. Tacky-Doo has to get up there. Ace Pocket, not quite the defensive prowess we know him for here from Boise State. As this is going to be a drop from Paro. Is there anybody there? I think Baynock ended up getting bumped by Shandy, but he did cause enough of disruption on to the orange attacker to keep him away for the moment as we approach halftime. 1-0. Paro off the back wall. Tacky-Doo ends up getting a touch, but it'll fall right down towards Shandy. Now Baynock trying to collect, boost, and clear. This is a solid play. Can he get the flick over? No, he's going to go right underneath of him. One-on-one with Steph now. There's the pass. The demo, but Tacky-Doo can't get around it. And Ace Pocket won't get the shot on. That was a wonderful solo effort from Baynock. Just wasn't meant to be. Didn't have the finish, did Boise State, as halftime has come and gone. That will fall down in front of the goal, and Steph will clear it onwards. Wow, gets a laser beam of a shot towards the back wall. Nearly found its way in. It will be Paro to keep it in. Caught the Boise State defense off guard. Just couldn't quite find the net. As we continue to play, 1-0. Boise State, only the one shot on the board. Similar to what we saw from them in game one, they're chasing a lot on the defensive side. The breakouts haven't been very clean, as there's Steph. The pressure finally paying off yet again for Missouri. They'll take a 2-0 lead. And again, Paro setting that up. Steph knocking it home. And this is the danger of Missouri State. They get into that offensive rotation. Boise State just seemed to have no answer. And now they'll have to find 2 goals with 95 seconds left to go. That'll be Paro to pop it up. Baynock into the corner. He's going to... No, he doesn't grab that boost. Doesn't win the ball either. Will be Takidu ending up playing it back down. Now Ace Pocket looking for a pass. Doesn't quite get the touch he wants. But it does fall towards Baynock. He'll put it on goal, but that's easily cleared away. That's a slow roller from Shandy. Baynock will get there. He'll grab boost and play this one forward. Takidu trying to find positioning, but it's not enough. Ace Pocket again. Just getting caught out on defense, and you can't really blame Boise State this time. They need the offense, and that is a tough read for anybody. Ace Pocket left hanging there by his team, unfortunately, and that will lead to a 3-0 Missouri lead. Minute left to go. Most certainly not the same beating that Boise received in game one, but it is quite similar. It has been a Missouri State win through and through. Solid save from Baynock. Not going to be enough, though. Shandy makes it 4-0. But we saw Boise recover from this before. They won game 2 after losing game 1 5-0. Or I'm sorry, 5-1. I believe they got a goal at the end of game 1. They haven't scored here. But they're going to have to make some kind of concerted effort yet again to respond to this Missouri State attack. Will it be 5? Yes, it will. Why not? When Missouri starts their goal scoring, there is no stopping it for Boise State right now. As it looks like Missouri State sending a message. Most certainly, 34 seconds. 5-0. And it will be the Orange squad heading into game 4 with those 2 map points. Will they make it 6? No. Paro just over the bar. Steph to rotate. Baynock makes the save. Just relentless attack right now from Missouri. That one just wide off the post. Not much else really to say about this game. It has been a Missouri win. After that first minute, after they scored their first goal, they'll get a 6th here. And Boise State, they have to play the same way they did in game 2. And to do that, they've got to start with a lead. That was the biggest thing that we saw from them in game number 2. That lead they started with, it kind of put Missouri on the back foot. And they were able to delay just long enough to force an overtime and score early on in said overtime. And again, it's going to have to come down to that momentum, that pressure from Boise State early on. It's just, you can't win games if you're taking 2 shots, 1 shot a game. And you need offensive aggression, because when Missouri State gets their offense rolling, they get into that offensive rotation. Again, it's just Boise State, no response. They're giving the ball away through mid. There's no concerted clears. Their breakouts are slow, or they just bang them down the field and give possession right back to Missouri State. I think the best the best that we saw from Boise State in the breakout department was Baynock grabbing boost, slowing the play down, and he nearly created a goal for his team purely because he was able to find that space and make space for his team with the demo on the backside as well. So potentially something Boise needs to look into here in Game 4. Try to slow the pace of play down. Make sure you maintain possession of the ball in your breakout. And don't give Missouri the kind of space that they desire on the offensive side. But all of those things, much easier said than done. We'll see if they can pull it off. Game number 4, just about ready to go. Boise State cannot lose this game, cannot lose Game 5 if they want to continue through to the next round of the playoffs. This could be their final game of the season. Missouri State has anything to say about it. It will be early. Oh, what a save from Baynock. Will he get the goal on the other side as well? No, Paro's going to take it away. He might still be able to set this one up. That one's just going to fall down. Ace Pocket's there. Not able to get to it, though. And Baynock keeps him scoreless, and he'll score as well. What a performance so far. Just 10, 20 seconds in. The game number 4, and Baynock. Huge plays, a big save on his end and a goal on the other. 1-0 Boise State. It'll be Baynock to clear that one away off the ensuing kickoff. Ace Pocket going to fire it all the way across the pitch. Takidou gets a touch on it. It's rolling dangerously towards the net, but Paro, no problem, is able to make that play. Steph to Shandy. Now Baynock to rotate. Here's Baynock again. Tacky ends up getting demoed, but Ace Pocket's there. They're just going to try to keep the pressure on while their teammates respawn. This is going to be back out in front. Paro all the way across. Now Baynock up along the sidewall again. Looks for a second touch. It's there, but Takidou a little bit too far forward. Couldn't find it. Ace Pocket to Tacky, but he gets dunked by Steph. Now Shandy one-on-one with Baynock. Doesn't take the bait, but it will bounce up in front of his own goal. This is down in front. Paro nearly able to knock that one home after falling down onto it. But it stays out, and Boise maintain the lead. This will bounce towards Paro. Baynock gets a touch. Here's Tacky. Steph, the bouncer. Ace Pocket's there to help it along. A minute and a half gone. 1-0 Boise State, but Missouri buzzing now. Shandy has Steph. He's just going to take the shot and score. 1-1, Missouri break through. And troubling times for Boise State. They cannot fall into the same pit that they fell in games 1 and 3. As we are tied up, 3:24. Plenty of time for either team to get on the board. Looks like it's going to be Missouri State with the first offensive. Here's Ace Pocket. Shandy. Back ball, Ace Pocket again. This will be Baynock to try to chase this down. Off the corner, Steph doesn't get the control on it. Paro has to go up to make the save. Takidou's there. Solid pass off the sidewall, but it's not quite hard enough. Ace Pocket will, however, keep the ball in. Paro, the pass up towards Shandy. He's got Steph lurking through mid. Might get caught out here, Steph. He's going to rotate back. Grabs the boost, gets by Takidou. Baynock will turn him around. Now here comes Ace Pocket, but Paro beats him there. Shandy towards the net. Baynock, solid save. Steph to rotate around. Can't get the touch out towards Paro. That's going to do it for that attack from Missouri. Halftime now, 1-1. Into the orange zone we go. What can Steph do here? Flip reset. Ace Pocket the save. Rebound. Paro scores. Ace Pocket left to hang again by Boise State's defense. He makes a good initial save, but all three players bearing down from Missouri. Paro ends up getting the goal. It's 2-1. And the timer has started. They must score in the next 2 minutes and a few seconds if Boise State want to keep their season alive. They'll have to play out of their own zone. Steph, try to play it slow. Ace Pocket will challenge. Now Takidou can't get around Shandy. It'll It'll be Baynock to try his luck now. This is a bounce out towards Ace pocket. He'll play it into the zone. Solid clear from Steph, but Baynock able to get back up to it. Ace pocket gets the follow-up touch. Tekadu off the respawn, looking for some kind of play. It's going to be Paro to clear on. Now Ace pocket into the corner. 90 seconds left. Off the ceiling. Baynock to rotate. Shandy doesn't have the play. Paro's late to it, but Tekadu doesn't get the touch. And now Baynock in a one-on-one with Steph. That's going to go over the top. Shandy's there. Oh, he hits the post. Paro will go high as well. The bump onto Ace pocket's not quite good enough. He still gets a touch on it. And Boise State somehow stay a goal behind. 60 seconds left. If they're able to pull this game out, remember that post from Shandy just moments ago, as now he's going to try to play this one. Paro pre-jumping. It'll be Steph to play it back in. 45 seconds left. Now Shandy around the corner wall looking for a play out in front. It'll be Baynock now. 40 seconds left. Tacky to touchdown towards Ace pocket. Fires to Baynock. The shot is there, but Paro up to the task. 30 seconds left. Now Ace pocket there. Shandy all the way across. 25 seconds left. Baynock gets rejected, and it'll be sent all the way back down. Ace pocket out of the corner. He'll play over the head of Paro. Final 15. That's not the greatest touch. It's given away to Tekadu, but he can't put it on. 10 seconds left. Here's Ace pocket. Down towards Baynock. Won't win the race. Shandy gets the dunk. Tekadu to play it back into the zone. All three defenders back. It'll be Shandy out towards Paro. He gets by Ace pocket, and this should do it. That is it. Steph towards the net. It doesn't matter. Missouri take the series in 4 games, but goodness me, was it close. Especially at the end of game 4 there. Boise State trying their best to come back. They had opportunities at the end of that game as well, but they just couldn't quite put them home. But again, the story written in the shot counter, 11 shots to 3 for Missouri in that game, and it has been a heavy Missouri offense throughout that entire series. So congratulations to Missouri State. They're going to go ahead and move on. Their next opponent, British Columbia Institute of Technology, in the lower bracket. And unfortunately for Boise State, we have to say goodbye to them right now here. It was a good run. They made it quite far in the lower bracket, just could not beat Missouri State team who was out here ready to play today. A couple of very solid wins and a very, very close one to finish the series in game 4. But that's not going to be it for us tonight. We've got another matchup in Northeastern versus RIT Black. You are not going to want to miss that one. That is, again, another lower bracket match. So the winner of that, they move on, but the loser, unfortunately, has to call it quits here in the CSL. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes to bring you the second match of the night. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to the C-Star League. It is time for our final match of the evening. We've got Northeastern and RIT set and ready to do battle in the losers bracket. Again, it's playoff time. That means that whoever wins this matchup going to move forward in the losers bracket, but unfortunately, the loser will go home. No team wanting to go out this close to the end. We're in the round of 24. There's so little, but so much Rocket League left to play. I can't wait to find out who we are going to see in our finals. We are inching closer and closer. So as we get this match set up, ready to go, I want to just remind you, please follow the Twitch channel here, C-Star League. Make sure that you set those notifications as well so you get notified every single time we go live, and make sure you're here on Wednesday nights. It's so much fun. The playoffs are coming to a close. We've got game number 1, Northeastern and RIT Black underway. It will be Northeastern in blue, Flams, Peeves, and Synthex. RIT, Bindo, Casso, and Sunblaze in orange. Game number 1 underway. First shot going to Bindo of RIT. Synthex will register the save. Bindo looking for a second shot here. That'll be a slow roller. Peeves no problem on the clear. Casso hard off the back wall. This might catch Flams out. No, he's able to get there just in time. And Peeves will chip it along. Awaiting the winner of this, Western Washington University, a team that we have most certainly seen on stream. Quite a quality team as well. Both Northeastern and RIT have proven to be very, very solid teams as well. As you can see, Flams repping that CRL Season 1 champion tag, and we've got RIT, the CRL fall contender tags across the board. So everybody certainly accustomed to high-level collegiate Rocket League, and we've got a game on our hands. No score. Minute 15 into game 1. Sunblaze, that's up. Synthex won't get there, and Sunblaze, he catches out Northeastern's defense right in these early moments. And again, it's Flams. It just looks like Flams is pushing up a little bit too far, maybe not respecting the touch from RIT, the long clear from RIT. That'll put them out to a 1-0 lead as this comes off the back wall. Hard clear from Flams. Casso. Now Peeves, Bindo wants to get a second touch. This is going to bounce out in front. Sunblaze, no touch. Casso will follow it up. Fires. Good save from Peeves. And it will bounce down. Flams and Peeves both going up to play that one. Northeastern getting a little bit flustered on their own side. Need to find this clear in. Casso's going to win that challenge. They will fall back into the blue corner. Now Sunblaze to turn. Casso's there to keep it in. Ooh, he gets a second touch as well. This is Sunblaze up in the air for it. Back wall, no follow-up, unfortunately. RIT is going to rotate back, trying to play some defense now. Flams harassing Casso, trying to get the demo onto Sunblaze. Synthex will end up getting demoed. Sunblaze, if he can get back to it, might have a shot, but he can't. A bit too far ahead. It's halftime. Comes and goes. Game number 1, 1-0 for RIT. Flams off the sidewall. Bindo. Now Sunblaze lurking, trying to find an angle. Not quite going to get anything. Casso will challenge him there. Bindo to turn. Peeves takes it away. Now Flams again. The double commit there from Northeastern. It will result in a demo onto Casso, but a little bit of a miss breakout there. Can't quite get into the zone. There's a double touch. Can't find it. Casso, the rebound, and he scores. And RIT takes advantage again of the mispositioning from Northeastern. Just looks like the blue side a bit flustered, trying to break out of the zone. The communication not quite on point. RIT have capitalized twice on it. They've got 6 shots on the board, have held Northeastern to none so far in game 1, and there's less than 2 minutes left to go. Sunblaze will rocket that one into the corner. Casso through mid. Indo looking for Casa, not quite going to be able to find him. He'll get back to the ball, however. Going to be Synthex, casually out of his own corner. A bit of a giveaway to Sunblaze. Can he turn this one into some offense? He's trying to maintain possession, but it will bounce out. And Floms will have the clear. Now, Peeves had a shooting opportunity. Couldn't quite get a touch on it. That is a free clear for Casso. Right up to Bindo. Now here comes Sunblaze. It'll be Floms to turn him away. All the way back down. Now Floms, back ball, has Synthex. Shoots just off the post. Rebound, Peeves, saved by Sunblaze. Casso with the clear. Rejected is Northeastern, but they register their first 2 shots. Now Synthex a third. 45 seconds left to go. Sunblaze, 2 saves so far, as that's another shot. Peeves will score. He goes far post, and finally Northeastern cash in. Solid aggression here at the end of this game. They bring it back to a 2-1 score line. They've got 44 seconds to find the equalizer. Suddenly, some hope for the blue half. Will they be able to complete the comeback? We'll have to see as Sunblaze gets by the first 2 defenders. Peeves there to turn him around. 35 seconds left to go. We're back into the orange zone. Off the corner wall. Bindo, solid double touch there. Able to clear it away. Now Synthex wants to take his time. Final 20 seconds. Casso through mid. Has Bindo there, but he can't quite get to it. 15 seconds left. Floms out of the zone. Has Synthex with him. It's a 2-on-1. Sunblaze is not quite ready. That's in the net. Northeastern tie the game with 10 seconds to go. It's a 2-on-1. Floms does it by himself. And what happened to the RIT defense in the dying moments? They let the odd man rush happen. Northeastern tie the game. And here's Sunblaze. Does he have the touch? No, it's off the post. The rebound is there. Bindo barred down. RIT regain the lead right off the kickoff. 4 seconds left. And goodness, what a game. Number 1. Can Northeastern tie the game again? Here's the kickoff. It'll be Bindo to pop it up. No time left on the clock. Towards the goal. He scores. Why not? 4-2 final score. RIT take the victory in a game that absolutely came down to the wire. Northeastern down 0-2, scored 2 goals in the final 45 seconds, but they give up 2 more in the final 4. That will be RIT taking what should have been a comfortable 2-goal victory. They turned it into a little bit of a nail biter there at the end of the game. But we've got game number 2 on the horizon. A couple of players restarting their games and such, so we will get that to you as soon as we are ready. But again, this start to the series reminds me so much of what we saw in game 4 of the last one. Where RIT, they had a majority of the possession, they had a majority of the shots, the control, everything they needed to win the game, and of course they did. But Northeastern just stuck with it, and they found the opportunities that they needed towards the end of the game. And if they can continue to do that, if they can continue to score on the opportunities that they get, they can most certainly shock RIT in a game or 2, and potentially, take the entire series if they can really build and retain that kind of momentum. As we are going to get game number 2 underway as soon as possible. Again, this is a best of 5 in the losers bracket. A great start for RIT, but Northeastern, little bit of a slow start. We'll see if they will come back, as we have just about everybody in the server now. As give me 1 second. Sorry, we're just trying to figure out to get everybody back into the server. as we will get this started for you in just a moment. Okay, so I think game number 2, so sorry about that, just trying to get everything settled here. So yeah, game number 2, just about to start. Northeastern RIT. As the players are here, are they joining us? They are. All right, let's get into it. RIT, again, a 4-2 victory in game number 1. It is now up to Northeastern University to try to find a response. Bindo fires and scores a rocket to the back of the net 4 seconds in. That will put RIT back in the lead. Splits the uprights. Actually, it looked like that could have been saved. I think it was Peebs, the defender down low, just couldn't quite get the touch he needed. That would put Northeastern out, or I'm sorry, behind by 1, as it looks like maybe some connection problems ends up dropping the match. Didn't look like he lost connection, but the game's still going on now. Goal scorer dropping out a bit early. A Syntax will score 1-1 for 33 to go. Making the most of the numbers advantage here, and that is a great shot from Syntax. No chance for Casso. Played again, just about 30 seconds. Still without Bindo is RIT. Not quite sure what has happened there. Again, it looked like he left under his own power. Maybe his game crashed. That is certainly something that could have happened. But either way, we continue to play. 1-1. Great pass to Floms. Fires and scores. Far down. Northeastern. This is a wonderful pass. Peebs just the vision to find Floms with that play. And again, absolutely no chance for the defender there, as we do have Casso back in the match. I'm sorry, not Casso, Bindo back in the match. All 3 players for RIT on the pitch now. But in that time, Northeastern able to put 2 on the board. That'll make it a 2-1 game. As the first minute ticks off the clock. Will G Syntax to try to turn. That's over top. Bindo has to jump and make that save quite quickly. Solid reaction time from him. Everything seems to be okay. Thing seems fine. Perhaps just, again, a bit of a game crash, but that's a giveaway. Syntax will get the goal. Floms the assist with the cut of the pass. That makes it 3-1 now in favor of Northeastern. RIT a little aggressive there. Not quite sure why they decided they needed all 3 players at the midfield line on that play, but unfortunately, it is said and done. We'll make it a 3-1 Northeastern game. Casso, that's a goal. Beauty. Casso winning the battle out of the corner, and now we're back to a 1-goal game, 3-2. Minute and a half gone. Game at number 2. Sunblaze will collect his first goal here of the game. Casso, second assist on the board for him here. Peebs to play it into the corner. Small touch towards Sunblaze. Not the greatest clear. This is up in the air. Casso. Now Floms rotating to try to get underneath of it. He'll end up grabbing the boost and turning back. There's Peebs. Now Floms. Back ball. Sunblaze with a touch. Syntax is there. Can he drop it in? No. Couldn't quite get the angle. Didn't get a touch on it, as now Peebs slowly towards Casso. Patiently off the goal line. Now Sunblaze just trying to slow things down. He ends up having the ball taken from him. Now Floms hard shot on. Good save from Casso, using his own crossbar to make that play. Keeping it a 1-goal game. Now RIT trying to put some pressure on. There's Sunblaze, far and out. Casso, the rebound, he hits the crossbar. Peebs will clear on. That will keep us at a 1-goal game. Halftime, game number 2. Solid response from RIT, but a couple of crossbars. They stay down. There's Casso. This is towards the back wall. Flums to bounce it out. Sunblaze back across the net. Ooh, no touch from Bindo, as here's going to be Syntax getting wiped off the pitch. Casa winning the challenge by Flums. Now Syntax off the respawn. Corner, Sunblaze just dodging that bump. Last man back, that was very important. Now Peeves with the one-timer, that's a good save. Rebound from Peeves again. Pushed well wide, and Casa will be able to find the clear. The bump onto Syntax is good, but it bumps him back into the ball and takes it away from Sunblaze. There's 95 seconds left to go on the board. Flums down in front. Sunblaze will clear. This will pop out. Towards the back wall is Syntax. Back across the midfield line we go, Peeves. And now Casso. One minute, 15 seconds, all that remains. As again, RIT starting to play the shutdown style. Looking to just keep the ball in the blue half, but breakout is there. Northeastern, all they need to do is defend for the next 54 seconds. They'll tie the series. That is much easier said than done. We'll see if RIT can break through. Here's Bindo looking for the dribble. It's saved away. Flums able to make that play, and Syntax will get the pinch. Peeves trying to hustle to get there, but Sunblaze turns him around. 35 seconds left. Out of the corner, Peeves and Syntax come. Bindo up towards Casso. He's got Bindo there. The touch back to Casso. It's off the bar. A team play from RIT nearly finds its way home, but it stays out in Northeastern, keeping their 1-goal lead so close. But that's in. Are you kidding me? After everything that we just saw, that is what ties the game. Bindo from long range. Peeves can't get there. And it's 3-3 with 14 to go. Off the kickoff is Peeves. Back wall, Flums. Shot, bar. Here's Syntax, bar as well. Flums in the goal, Northeastern. They battle back, and it's them in the lead with 4 seconds this time. Took a couple of crossbar shots to make it work, but Flums puts it home, and it will be 4-3 in favor of the blue side. 4 seconds left. Can RIT find an equalizer? This is going to fall down. Flums will let it bounce. There it is. 1-1. What a finish. Both game 1 and 2. Crazy finish. As an unbelievable series has only just begun. Both teams sitting at a game win apiece as we head into game number 3. We've got at least 2 more on the way. But wow, beautiful, beautiful game. And of course, unfortunate that Bindo had a little bit of a disconnect problem. Hopefully he has got that sorted so we can play all square for the final potentially 3 games of the series. I would love to see this go to a game 5. These teams certainly doing battle, but you've got to respect Northeastern and their fight there in game number 2. Coming back off that loss, it was a pretty heartbreaking loss for them, all things considered. And, you know, they came back, they made sure that they played their game, and they take the victory here. Now it's up to RIT to have a similar bounce back, as they unfortunately had a similar defeat in those final 4 seconds. Game number 3 underway now. Kickoff. 5 minutes on the clock. RIT and Northeastern. Of 24. Winner goes on to play Western Washington. Loser is out, as this one got to be cleared away early by Northeastern. First couple of shots registered by RIT. Here's a good opportunity. Flums a bit high. Syntax is there. Bindo cuts across to make the play. That will leave us scoreless through the first 30 seconds. That was a tough play out in front. RIT looking for a force in net. Couldn't quite find it. Here's Casso, good play from Syntax to make that block. Now Bindo on net. Clear by Flom. Sunblaze aggressively through mid, trying to keep the ball in, but it will eventually find its way into the orange half. Casso, not the greatest clear. Syntax is there. Can Floms put the shot in? No, it's saved by Sunblaze. I'm sure Floms will want that shot back. I think he thought the defender was a bit too far in net to make the save. Shot it right at him, and Sunblaze keeping it out. Keeps us scoreless. 3:40 left to go. Good dunk from Syntax. Force Sunblaze to play it out of his own corner. Now Peeves and Bindo will meet. Bouncing in front of the orange net. Floms by Casso. Leaves it for Syntax. Sunblaze is there to challenge. By Peeves as well. Now Floms last man back. That's just going to bounce out in front. Dangerous ball here, but Peeves gets back to it. This is towards the goal. No problem for Syntax to clear away. Bindo will get credit for the shot. As the ball falls back into the orange side. Now Peeves across the pitch. Look for Syntax. Solid challenge from Casso. As we play back and forth through the midfield. Both teams looking for that early mid control, trying to maintain boost levels as well. And right now RIT a little bit hungry for it. It's been a good start from NEU as Bindo just trying to find some kind of cheeky shot on. No problem for Peeves. Halftime approaching. RIT finally out of their own zone, collecting boost, trying to keep the ball in. That's a good touch from Bindo. Will he get back to it? Yes, he will. He's got Casso in mid. This will fall down towards him, but Floms is there. Just in the nick of time to clear that one away. Now Syntax through mid. To pop up. Casso wins. He's all alone. Can he find the sharp angle? No, he didn't even go for it. I don't think he had the boost to get there. They'll steal the back boost. That's a miss from Syntax, and Bindo getting challenged, so the ball deflected high. There's Casso across, but Sunblaze not able to get there in time. Nearly the first goal for RIT here in Game 3. But alas, we play on 0-0, a minute 45 left. Peeves in trouble. He's able to get back to it. Plays it down towards Syntax. This is Casso. Sidewall. Tries to go under Floms, can't do it. Syntax in transition. Bouncer, Peeves, shot, bar and in, beauty. Somehow Peeves finds that angle off the top of the wall. Perfectly placed, no chance for RIT. Northeastern weather the RIT storm. They take back possession and they score the first of the game. Minute 25 left to go. That's a whiff. Sunblaze just going to lazily throw this on goal. Casso's there. He'll score. Sunblaze might have wanted that shot back, but he made it work with the demo here, as you'll see him rotate across, take out Syntax, and Casso, easiest goal he's going to score all night. 1-1, a minute 18 to go. Great response from RIT, and we're back pretty much where we started. Stalemate, game number 3. Again, this series so close. Sunblaze might have a chance. Peeves able to turn him away. Bindo crossbar down. Casso rebound score. RIT, they break through and they have their first lead of the game. It couldn't come at a better time. Just over 60 seconds left. RIT make the offense work, and the shot counter quite heavy in their favor. 12 shots for RIT in this game to the 3 from Northeastern, and they might even have another chance here as Floms has to go up and make the play. Northeastern was the first team on the board, but they've given up 2 straight, and now they've got to find one. That's an open goal. All Floms has to do is put it home, and he will. And just like that, mistakes on either side of the pitch lead to a Northeastern goal. And these teams just do not want to have a game not come down to the very end. 2-2 with 44 seconds to go. Will we see another 4-second goal? I would honestly not be surprised. Syntax. Now Sunblaze. This is gonna bounce. Here's Beando. Bounce down towards Peeves, and now Casso. Side wall looking for a touch. Not quite gonna be able to find it now. Flom's bouncing out in front. There's Beando. He gets rejected. Sunblaze up for it, as this one's gonna be off the side wall. Here's Floms. 15 seconds left to go. Peeves will play it onward. Out of the corner. Now Sunblaze. 6 seconds left. Peeves back wall. 4 seconds. There we go. We passed the 4-second mark. Nobody will find the 4-second goal. We finally go to overtime in this series. Game 3, 2-2. Northeastern and RIT battling for a Game 3 victory to put them on match point here in the series. And it will be Floms to try to deflect this out. Not going to be able to get it by Casso. Not the greatest touch from Peeves. Casso looking for a pass with Syntax there. Cutting that one just a bit short, as here comes Sunblaze back down the other way. Syntax ends up getting demo. Now Beando out of the corner. Casso can't get on it. Not quite. He had an opening, but he couldn't get there in time. It will be Northeastern to survive. 35, 36 seconds through overtime now, as this will be Beando. Now Peeves pops it up. Casso. Down. Syntax doesn't have what it takes to get a double touch there. I think you need a little bit more boost in attack to try that one. It will be Floms lightly out in front. Peeves up there, but he gets beat well before he can reach it. Solid deflection out of the zone. This could be RIT's chance. Syntax dodges the bump from Sunblaze, gets the touch on it. Now Peeves and Floms back the other way. It'll be Beando trying to dodge the demo. He does. Beautiful play by him. As now Sunblaze rotating forward. Can't get by Syntax. Casso has to cut across to make the save. 2-2. Overtime. Game 3. We continue playing. 90 seconds have gone. As now Syntax might get a chance, but he can't put it quite on goal. And now Sunblaze one-on-one with Floms. Peeves trying to help. Sunblaze over the top. He scores. RIT. They take the game in overtime. Sunblaze the pop. Floms not able to get to it. And the Orange squad go up a game heading into game number 4. And again, this series back and forth, so very even. It finally came down to overtime this time. We unfortunately didn't see another 4-second goal. But goodness me, this is surely set to come to a dramatic finish, as Northeastern now, they've got to respond. They were heavily outshot so far in just about every game that we've played, especially game 3 there. RIT far outshooting Northeastern. Let's see, can Northeastern battle back? Can they force a game 5? I think the first minute going to be so very important. They've got to find the first goal. Floms nearly had it. Doesn't get the touch on it. It will be Sunblaze to play on. Opportunity gone for Northeastern. It was a good one to start the game. Floms just unable to find the touch. We'll keep the ball in for now, although Floms another whiff there. It'll be Syntax to play it. There's Sunblaze off the wall. Underneath Peeves, yes, does manage to get underneath of him. Casso looking for Beando, not quite going to be able to find him. That's an open goal. Can Peeves put it home? Of course he can. 1-0 for Northeastern, and again, it's RIT just pushing too far. Their defense breaking down in some of these transitions through mid. Going for unwinnable challenges, or just a bit too late to these challenges at the very least. And it cost them yet again. They've got to score 1. That's a great pass to Sunblaze, but it's just wide. Here's Casso to try to keep things going, but Floms off the back wall. Now Sunblaze, he's got Beando there. Unfortunate double touch. Is going to be able to give Peeves some space. Syntax a quick shot, no problem for Sunblaze. Now Floms all the way across the box. Casso off of Peeves, looking for the bump. Beando is there for the follow. Floms smartly makes the play. Now Beando again trying to create some offense for the orange side. This will bounce down in front. Sunblaze won't beat Synthex. Getting a little bit more boost in that tank, and he had his first of the game. This is going to be Casso. Synthex, Bindo. Border wall. Over top of Floms. Now here's Casso again. Oh, he ends up taking out Synthex. He's going to leave Northeastern in a bit of a spot, though Sunblaze does get taken out by Floms. Here's Casso looking for the pinch. Oh, what a goal from Casso to tie the game. A beauty of a play. The ground pinch catches both defenders as RIT put themselves on the board 1-1. 3 minutes to go. Now Northeastern, they need to find another goal to force a game 5. Got the pressure here off the kickoff. The bounce towards the orange corner. Peebs plays it high off the back wall. Now Floms. Sunblaze to clear. 2.5 minutes left to go. Solid touch from Casso. Floms is up for it. Bindo to grab and throw as now Casso. Can he get the dunk? Again, both players going up on RIT's side and leave Sunblaze back. He's going to get beat to the ball. Peebs the deflection, but it's just wide. And RIT escaped the transition game. And again, you got to question the decision to send the aggression that they're sending right now. Tied up at 1, 2 minutes to go. It didn't hurt them this time, but it has most certainly in the past in this series. Now Floms trying to do what he can to break up this offensive. He'll end up with the ball. Gets it by Bindo, but Casso's able to keep it in. Now Peebs will attempt to clear. Again, it's Casso to spoil that, but Peebs ends up getting it back to mid. 95 seconds left. Game number 4. It's on overtime in game 3. We saw 2 games decided in the last 5 seconds in games 1 and 2. Will it require that same kind of heroics again? If we want to see a game number 5, it better be blue, as it's going to be Casso to Sunblaze. This will bounce high through mid. Peebs slightly into the corner. Casso will boom it back. Nobody going for the ball. Sunblaze a lot of space. He's going to bounce this one up. Northeastern nearly giving RIT plenty of room on the offensive side, but here comes the counterattack. Casso up to reject that bid from Peebs. He'll get a second touch on it as well. So the double demo from Peebs on the Casso and Sunblaze will force them back into their own zone. Here's Floms up for it. That's towards the net. Casso will clear. 35 seconds left. Again towards the goal. Sunblaze gets there in time. Overtime seems almost like an inevitability at this point in this series. But the demo is there. Sunblaze doesn't have the redirect. He was there for it. Now all 3 players a bit far forward for RIT, but Bindo keeps it in. 10 seconds left, bouncing towards Sunblaze. He'll have to turn to play this one on. Casso now right into Synthex. This will bounce down. Sunblaze off the back wall. 1 second left. It hit the turf, but still in the air. Sunblaze, that's on goal. That's in the net. What a shot from Sunblaze. And RIT will win the game, take the series. Sunblaze, the hero far post boomer. RIT move on. They've got Western Washington. And unfortunately, that means the end for Northeastern. But what a finish yet again. This time, a 0-second goal from RIT. My goodness, what a series. We had an unbelievable series. What a great series to end the night on. As RIT, they managed to take the victory over Northeastern, but it was close all the way through. You've got to give props to the blue side for putting up the effort that they did. A couple of bounces go a different way, a couple of shots on goal, and potentially we see a game 5. Potentially we see a Northeastern victory. But this is Rocket League. It's how the game goes sometimes. And RIT, they close it out in 4 games. Congratulations to them. Can't wait to see what they can do through the remainder of the playoffs. Again, they've got Western Washington up next on the docket. That should be an exciting one to watch as well. But that is going to do it for us here on the C-Star League. Before we go, I really would love to give a big thank you to one of our sponsors for this season in GameStop. GameStop partnering with CSL in 2019-2020 to activate collegiate esports tournaments online and in person. Visit www.gamestop.com/esports for more details about their GameStop Performance Center gaming clinics. GSPC gaming clinics are free for all players and give you an insider look at how the players you love to watch dominate the games you love to play. And of course, a big shout out to HYPERX. HYPERX is one of the leading pioneers of esports and gaming components and has always been committed to growing the community. CSL is happy to welcome HYPERX as our newest sponsor, and their support will level up all of CSL's online and live events in 2020. And of course, if you haven't heard the news with the, with everything that's going on in the world right now, especially the things have changed quite dramatically, let's just say, from last week to this week. And of course, that does unfortunately mean that the planned grand finals for a majority of the CSL games has been canceled. They will take place online, fortunately, so we will crown a champion at the end. But, again, everybody here at the CSL hopes you the best of health. We wish you to stay safe. Make sure that you are you're practicing those good practices to stay healthy and stay quarantined until this COVID pandemic does pass. As again, the top priority here at the CSL is player, staff, just everyone's safety in the grand scheme of things. And we all hope that everybody does get through this in one piece. But that is going to do it for us here tonight. Make sure you follow the channel again. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at C-Star League. As unfortunately, we've got to go. We've got more action next Wednesday as we continue to make our run through the playoffs and finally crown a champion. You are not going to want to miss it. So again, follow the channel, turn on those reminders, and we will see you all next week.
Keep it